Good day, everyone. I'm Leonard Hale with GC Energy Services, a division of Gulf Copper and Manufacturing. I'm here today at our Galveston yard, Gulf Copper dry dock and rig repair, and I want to show you a product that we make for the drilling industry. This product is Safe Reeve drill line end connector, and the purpose of this product is connect the off-coming drill line onto the oncoming drill line, and once they're connected you can unreeve the old drill line, which while it's connected will re-reeve the new drill line. This product is designed to perform this task very safely and to avoid any dropped objects. This product is developed for about 10 years, and we have sizes from 1.5, 1 5/8, 1 3/4, 2 inch, and 2 1/8. We also make a 5/8 messenger line connector in the event that you completely unreeve your drill line and to do maintenance, and then you want to re-reeve a new one on, in which case you would run a messenger line 5/8 cable, which is easier to handle. Once that's connected up, you connect the 5/8 to whichever size drill line you want to pull on, and as you pull the messenger you will reeve your new drill line. So let's get to it. Again, Safe Reeve, patented by Gulf Copper and Manufacturing. This is what the product looks like when it arrives on board the drill rig. It comes in a Pelican case box. It will have a packing slip on the outside in the event that it's being shipped overseas. Has all the documentation in it that any shipper or customs people will need, and I will open that up and show you what is inside there. This packing slip will have everything in it that would be needed for shipping and customs in the event that it's being shipped internationally. So what is included in this certificate first is a product safety notice letting all the details of safety precautions needed to operate the equipment, a delivery ticket which has all the details needed for any customs documentation, a full list of the parts in there with their part numbers, country of origin, ECCN number, and Schedule B numbers for each part number. Delivery ticket, important for customs. Also, we have a certificate of conformance with the serial number included. We have working load limit for each critical piece. So there's a working load limit for the 5/8 connector, which is 9,000 pounds. Working load limit for the 2 1/8, which is 11,333 pounds. And a working load limit for the swivel, which is 12,600 pounds. So when this unit is assembled, the total working load limit for this kit would be equal to the lowest in this set, which is the 5/8 connector at 9,000 pounds. So the working load limit for this unit when assembled is 9,000 pounds. We also include the purchase order from the client for the unit being shipped. This is all the documentation that should be required by any shipper or customs agent throughout the world. Now let's see what's in the unit. The unit comes like this. It has 2 suitcase latches. It is also held together with 2 tie wraps on the corners in the event anything happens during shipment to prevent the box from coming open if there's a failure of the suitcase latches. So let's open up the unit and see what we have. Inside the box comes a full set of documentation. In this documentation we have again, some of this is repeated, but we have the product safety notice, the certificate of conformance, connector instructions, invoice and delivery slip, purchase order, working load limit for the 2 1/8 and the 5/8, working load limit for the 1.5 inch swivel, material test reports for all the products, and an assembly instructions video, which should also be a copy of the video you're watching now, is included in the very back of the document package. Under the document package, you will find the unit itself. Packed in here, you'll find the 5/8 connector. Underneath that, you will find the 2 1/8 connector. In this slot, you will find the swivel, and then 2 pieces of 5-foot chain, which go on either end of the swivel out to each end of the connector. I will take one piece of chain. I will connect these together so you can have a look at what it looks like connected. So let's first open the 2 1/8. Comes in a hermetically sealed plastic. Inside we have corrosion inhibitor tabs to protect the unit over a period of time and extend its shelf life. This unit is 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to this part. There's a pin here. We have the wedge. Here we have the lower piece of the connector, which has a tapered basket. The drill line will go in this end, be peeled back. Only the core goes through the hole, comes out of the basket. You'll see this in the attached video. This is the wedge. For the 2 1/8 and the 2 1/8 only, we have a 2-piece wedge. Normal wedge and an extension. This is part of the design for the 2 1/8 only. So everything is the same except you add this extension at the end when you go down into the basket over the core. Here we have a pin with a keeper. The keeper is a set screw that is designed to keep the pin from coming out as the connector goes over the mini Reeves, the mini shivs. There's a groove in the pin that the set screw sets down in to keep it from backing out. So here, we take the chain, put the end link in, screw the pin in. It should go relatively easy till the pin is just in the middle, and then the set screw is screwed down into that groove, which will prevent it from turning and coming out during the reeving process. So there will be some give in this. It will not turn completely. There'll just be a slightly amount of give. So that's the correct amount of give. So on this end is the 2 1/8. Then on the other end of that chain will be the swivel. Swivel is a Gulf copper design. It's a ball bearing swivel, and it swivels very easily. And this set screw is a keeper screw that holds the ball bearings in. If you take this set screw out, there's 12 ball bearings in there. They will come out. So it's already assembled. When we send it to you, we recommend that you do not take this set screw out. If you do take it out, you can remove the ball bearings. Do not lose them. They can be placed back in. So this also has pins with set screws. It's the same design. The set screw comes out, and the pin can generally be taken out by hand. And then it is connected to the other end of the chain. The pin can be put back in, assembled easily by hand, and a set screw screwed back down into the groove. Again, to keep the pin from coming out. So there we have the 2 1/8, 5 feet of chain, and a swivel. Now, as I mentioned, this is a 2 1/8 to 5/8. This is the 5/8 connector. The 5/8 connector is similar, but it's a lot smaller diameter, obviously, than a 2 1/8. And it's designed for a 5/8 IWRC cable. It also has a basket. It has a single wedge. Now, here's an important point. A 5/8 IWRC cable does not have a center wire in the core. Therefore, the wedge for the 5/8 does not have a hole. Many times a 5/8 will have a fiber core, fiber center to the core, and you just unravel it, cut that fiber, and drop the wedge down. That's included in the instructions to pay attention to. Everything's exactly the same, except there is no hole in the wedge on the 5/8 inch messenger connector. Same design on the chain connection. A keeper set screw. And a pin with a groove. So we will take out the other 5 feet of chain just to show you the entire unit connected together and connect the 5/8. It's a good idea not to get the set screws mixed up, but they are very similar. This end of the chain will go to the swivel. The pin is dropped in. It would normally be a good idea to have a screwdriver, but they go in fairly easy. Set screw, again, set into the pin, keep the pin from coming out during use. Five feet of chain. Again, the connection of the two connectors to the cable is explained in another video and another set of instructions. So now we have 5/8 messenger line connector. It has a wedge with no hole, connected to Gulf Copper design swivel, 5 feet of chain, a 2 1/8 connector, which also has a special wedge, which is a 2-piece wedge with a hole for the center piece of the cable core. The connection of the cable to this and the cable to this connector are explained in a separate video. And complete in the kit is a wedge tool and a torquing tool that are explained in the assembly video. So this is everything that comes in a kit. In this particular kit, 2 1/8 to 5/8. Now, typically, if you are reeving an old cable, you're pulling an old cable off and a new cable on, that would be done with a 2/8 to a 2/8. So everything here would be identical, except on this end would be another 2/8 connector. Or you could have a 2-inch to a 2-inch. I do have a connector for 2-inch to show you briefly. The 2-inch connector looks very similar to the 2 1/8. It's slightly smaller, obviously. It has a main difference than the 2 1/8. In the 2-inch, it's packaged with a wedge in bubble wrap. Also has a hole through it. It's almost identical to the 2 1/8, except there is no spacer with a 2-inch. There's only one bronze wedge with the 2-inch. There's one bronze wedge with the 1 3/4. There's one bronze wedge with the 1 5/8. There's one bronze wedge with the 1 1/2. So most of the designs have one bronze wedge with a hole, except the 5/8 messenger and the 2 1/8 cable connector. Those have different style wedges. And there you have, my friends, the Gulf Copper patented Safe Reeve drill line end connector for the drilling industry. These end connectors can basically be used for re-reeving any cable of these size, whether it's drill line or if it's a crane cable or in any other system that has multi-reeves in it, and you want to save the time for completely unreeving and re-reeving. This is also the safest product to do this with. For 10 years we have not had reported failure with this product. I hope you found this video useful and informational. If there's further information you have, there is contact details in the documentation. Feel free to reach out to Gulf Copper or GC Energy Services, and we'll be happy to help you with this product. We provide training. I will end with saying that we recommend this product as a one-time use for safety reasons. After it's used one time, you can dispose of it, or if you would like, you can send it to us and we will do non-destructive testing, visual inspections, replacement of any damaged parts, and ship it back to you with a complete new set of certifications and documentation certifying it ready for another one-time use. Again, those details are included in this package. Feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. And until then, be safe in all that you do. Bye.